Most people in Britain think they just don't do cold. You step outside, the wind hits you, and within 30 seconds your fingers hurt, your face stings, and you're already planning your route back to the sofa. Meanwhile, there's always that one person in an old wool jumper and battered coat who looks completely fine. Same temperature, same wind, you're shivering, they're chatting. You start thinking, maybe I'm just rubbish with cold. If you're new here, I'm Charlie, this is Charlie Survival. I make UK specific survival and preparedness videos for people who live in real British weather, wet, windy and unpredictable. If you don't want to spend another winter miserable on dog walks or freezing on the touchline, hit subscribe so you don't miss another video. And drop me a comment now so I can see who's actually feeling this. Where in the UK are you from? And which situations make you feel cold the worst? Coastal winds, night dog walks, football sidelines or something else? Because in this video I want to prove something. You're not just a cold person, you're wearing the wrong system, and we can fix that. By the end, you'll know why your big winter coat might be making you colder, how to build a UK-proof layering system from skin to shell, when to choose down, synthetic or wool in our damp climate, what to actually wear for real British scenarios. Alright, let's stop being cold outside. 1. Why you're freezing in a warm coat. The UK isn't Siberia, but a wet 3 degrees with Atlantic wind can feel worse than -10 in still dry air. You're not cold because of the temperature, you're cold because of 3 things: moisture, rain, drizzle, fog, and your own sweat. Wind strips heat frighteningly fast. Bad layering. Clothes fighting each other instead of working together. The classic British winter outfit looks like this: cotton t-shirt, hoodie, fashion winter coat, jeans, thin socks, trainers or synthetic Chelsea boots. It looks normal, but outside it's a disaster. Cotton t-shirt soaks up sweat and stays wet. Hoodie and coat don't breathe, so moisture sits against your skin. Jeans cling cold when damp. Thin socks and non-insulated shoes are like ice blocks on your feet. Your brain's answer is, I need a thicker coat, but the fix is not bigger coat. The fix is stop thinking item, start thinking system, base, mid, outer, extremities. Once that's right, even a fairly normal coat becomes 10 times more efficient. 2. Base layers, where warmth actually starts. If you get this wrong, your outer layers are constantly fighting a losing battle. Your base layer sits directly against your skin. Its job: move sweat away from your body, dry quickly, stay comfortable for hours. Most people in winter are wearing cotton t-shirts, cotton long johns, or just bare skin under a hoodie. Outside in the cold, cotton is a trap. It absorbs sweat like a sponge, holds onto that moisture, makes you colder the moment you stop moving. So you put a big coat over a wet cotton t-shirt and basically walk around wrapped in a damp towel. What to wear instead? You want synthetic, polyester or blends. Merino wool, a synthetic merino blend. Synthetic base layers. Cheap and easy to find, brilliant at wicking sweat, dry very fast, can smell quicker if you wear them constantly. Merino base layers. Still insulate when damp, naturally odor resistant, very comfortable if you get a decent one. More expensive, a bit more delicate. Blends give you synthetic durability and drying, merino comfort and odor control. Fit. Close to the body, long enough not to ride up, full sleeve in winter. If you can only change one thing after this video, make it this: swap your cotton t-shirt for a proper base layer on any day you describe as cold. You'll feel the difference on the very next frosty morning. If you want to take this further and don't know where to start with kit, head over to the Charlie Survival Amazon kit list. I put together UK specific gear from warm layers to car and blackout essentials. Click the Amazon link in the description after this video to check it out. 3. Mid layers, your main heat engine. Your mid layer is where most of your insulation lives. Think of it as your portable radiator. This is the fleece, jumper or light puffer you'd happily wear at home with the heating off. Mid layers include fleece tops and jackets, wool jumpers, Aran, lamb's wool, Shetland, etc., light insulated jackets or gilets. Their job is to trap warm air around your core while still letting moisture escape outwards. Fleece versus wool. Fleece, synthetic. Light for the warmth, dries very quickly, great if you're moving a lot, hills, long walks, cycling, usually cheaper. Wool jumpers. Stay warm when slightly damp, naturally odor resistant, feels solid and comforting in the cold. Heavier and slower to dry if properly soaked. Don't just judge by thickness, judge loft. Flat fashion sweatshirts are not very warm, whereas a fluffy fleece and chunky knit traps more air. Stack in mid layers. On proper savage day, camping, fishing, watching kids sports, or in your car broken down at night, you can go base layer, fleece, wool jumper or light insulated jacket, outer shell or big coat. You don't need that for popping to Tesco, but it's a good mental model. Add or remove mid layers depending on how long you'll be out or how still you'll be. 4. Outer layers, your shield from wind and rain. Now the bit everyone's obsessed with, the jacket. Your outer layer is your shield. Its job is to block wind, protect the warm air your other layers are trapping. 2 main routes. Route 1, shell plus insulation under it. A lightweight, waterproof or windproof shell with very little insulation. Warmth comes from base layers and mid layers. The shell just keeps weather off them. Pros: very flexible, works in autumn rain and winter storms. Great if you walk, cycle or hike. Easy to vent if you start overheating. Cons: need a bit more thought. You must pick your mid layer right. Route 2, big insulated coat. The classic winter parka, down or synthetic, long hooded, chunky. Pros: very simple, throw it on and you're warm. Perfect for standing still in the cold, football sidelines, Christmas markets, waiting for recovery on the A30. Cons: overkill if you're walking fast or uphill. Sweat inside it can make you clammy. Long term, the ideal UK setup is a good shell jacket and one genuinely warm insulated coat. You don't need to buy both this month, but when you upgrade, think system, not just nice coat. 5. Down, synthetic or wool. What's actually best for the UK? Let's keep it simple. Down. Pros: super warmth for the weight, packs tiny, great in rucksacks, feels insane on a dry, cold day. Cons: loses a lot of performance when soaked, slow to dry in damp UK air. Cheap down jackets often leak and have cold seams. Modern treated down helps, but in constant Cornish mizzle with outer shell, it's not ideal. Synthetic insulation keeps more warmth when damp, dries faster than down, usually cheaper, less fragile and fussy for everyday UK life. Cons: bulkier and heavier for same warmth as high-end down. For most people living normal British lives, dog walks, school runs, watching matches, winter day trips, a good synthetic jacket is the most sensible choice. Wool and sheepskin. Think duffels, heavy wool coats, sheepskin jackets. Pros: warm when damp, naturally odor resistant, feels like old school countryside armor. Cons: heavy, bulky to pack, slow to dry if thoroughly soaked. But if your life is more lanes, moors and headlands than high altitude expeditions, a good wool coat with proper layers underneath is seriously underrated. 6. Extremities, where most people actually give up. Most people bail and go home not because their core is cold, but because their hands, face and feet are done. Hands. Gloves equals more dexterity, less warmth. Mittens equals less dexterity, more warmth. Best combo if you run cold. Thin liner gloves, chunkier mittens over top when you're standing still. Head and face. Wind off the sea or across open fields will chew up any exposed skin. Protect ears, nose, cheeks and use a decent beanie. Your hood, hat plus hood equals powerful combination. A buff or neck gaiter, you can pull it over your nose and mouth when it's savage. Feet, non-negotiable for mood and safety. You want wool or wool blend socks, not thin cotton. Boots with room to wiggle toes. Cramped boots equals cold feet. Waterproof footwear if you're off pavements. Walking boots, decent wellies or insulated boots. My go-to is the Lanks Ribchesters. You can find the link in the description below. Use Charlie Survival for 10% off their current sale. Mesh trainers and thin leather fashion boots are why so many people hate winter. Quick home test. Find your personal system. Before relying on your gear in a real emergency, test it when it's low stakes. This week, pick a cold, breezy evening. Dress in your best version of the system. Go for a 40-minute walk. Halfway through, stop for 5 minutes somewhere, exposed. Ask yourself, am I sweating heavily on my back or chest? Are hands, ears and toes hurting? Could I deal with a flat tire dress like this? If you're sweaty, drop a mid-layer next time or open vents early. If extremities hurt, upgrade gloves, socks or hat before chasing another £300 jacket. Your aim is slightly cool at the start, comfortable while moving and not instantly freezing when you stop. That's when you know your system is dialed. If this video helped, hit like so more Brits see it. Make sure you're subscribed because I've got more UK winter prep videos coming, from car survival kits to cheap ways to stay warm if the power goes off. Now tell me in the comments, what gets cold for you first? Hands, feet, face or core? And what's the one upgrade you're going to make this week? And if you want to start taking preparedness seriously, head over to the Charlie Survival Amazon kit list. You can find UK specific survival items from car kit to bug out gear. Click the Amazon link in the description to check it out. Now you know all about layering, so it's time to learn about how to make a £20 winter breakdown car kit. Click this video on screen now to learn all about it. Click it and I'll see you over there.